Hands feet together. Bow. Open. Close. Okay, so we'll do our warm-up with our tonfas in our hands. Twist, twist, twist. And I'll probably have to kind of run over to the computer because I'm sure the other blue belts will be here in a few minutes. All right, let's put our tonfas down though. It's probably easier to stretch without them. All right, reach overhead. Punch across. We can stretch out our legs. Right leg forward, left leg back. Straight leg stretch each. Knee. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sit. Hatch. Ku. Ju. This. Switch. Each. Knee. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Good morning, you guys. Sit. Hatch. Ku. Ju. Us. Guards up to the left. Straight leg stretch to the side. Each. Knee. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sit. Hatch. Ooh. Ju. Switch. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sit. Hatch. Ku. Ju. Guards up to your left. Straight leg back. Each. Knee. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sit. Hatch. Ku. Ju. Switch. Each. Knee. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sit. Hatch. Ku. Ju. Trunk rolls. Roll the shoulders back. Hey, my hero. Forward. Good thinking, you guys. Hands on your hips. Circle your hips. Switch directions. Knees and ankles. Switch. Shake a leg. Shake a leg. Big circles with one arm. Big circles. Make sure you're making circles that go in front of your body and behind your body. In front and behind. Switch directions. Switch arms. And switch directions. Crisscross. Pull your heels back. Okay. Now, one thing about tonfa that can happen, and I don't think I've ever worn this gi necessarily with tonfa, but if your sleeves are down far, that's okay. But if your sleeves are like to here, the tonfa can get stuck inside your sleeve. Been there, done that. And it happens especially, grab your tonfas, it happens It happens especially if you don't, more so when you're a beginner and you don't, if you're not swinging the tonfa like efficiently and effectively, it's kind of more likely to have that happen. Now, am I glitchy or okay for you? Am I glitchy? I'm okay, I'm okay. Patrick, am I glitchy or okay? Glitchy or okay? I'm okay, alrighty then. Okay, so let's just do some punches. I'm not gonna drive real far away. You can drive if you want to. I'm gonna stay kind of near the camera, and I'm just gonna switch my stance. So I'm gonna punch, step and punch, step and punch, 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 punch. And just as you're doing it, try to get that feeling of your tonfa being on your forearm. If your tonfa is wobbling around, it means that you're not pressing well enough with your hand. Okay, keep going. Punch, 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 punch. Each, ni, son, chi, go, rook, sich, hatch, ku, ju. Now, one thing I want you to think about, put your tonfas in one hand for a moment, and I want you to think about an Ishinryu punch, okay? Right? And so Ishinryu punches don't lag down here, and they don't go up here. They go very much straight across. So if my forearm is parallel with the floor, that's usually correct, okay? And our tonfas do the same thing, okay? So punch, and so I want you guys to slow down because some of you guys are missing this piece, all right? Patrick, your tonfa needs to be under your arm, not with this part sticking out in front, okay? So tonfa's under your arms, and now what I want you to do is go, drop your hands, so straight down. So your arms are straight, and now do a bicep curl all the way up to your shoulder, all the way down straight. We're not gonna punch like that. All the way up, bicep curl. We're not gonna punch like that. And now parallel to the floor. And now pull back, okay? Slow motion, each, ni, son, chi. Tuck your elbows in. They shouldn't be out here. Tuck them in. Go, good pullbacks. Rook, nice Mahiro, very nice. Mahiro, awesome. And partly because I can see you, because the way that you're standing, I can see you beautifully. But that is exactly what I want you to be doing right now. Each, ni, son, chi, go. Oh, so much better, Patrick. Rook, good. You're still a little bit down. Come right up here. Sich, hatch, ku, ju. Show me that you know what the word parallel means. Take your tonfas and make them parallel. Take your tonfas and make them parallel to each other. Okay, so if my tonfas are parallel to each other, where do they have to be parallel to the floor? Whoop. Parallel to the floor. So just kind of look, you know, like just check that out. See if you know, look and see. Okay, so parallel to the floor is kind of our gold standard, okay? Now, we're gonna do our punches. Let's do our punches a little bit faster, but with some driving now, okay? Ready? Each, ni, son, nice, Caleb, chi, go, nice, Patrick, rook, sich, there you go, Myra, hatch, good, come on back, ku, ju, us, each, ni, son, chi, go, rook, sich, hatch, ku, Ju. Yes, okay. And now keep your elbows where they are, and I want you to press up. So you're gonna take your thumb here. You're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna press up with that section of your thumb, and just feel that. Feel what that does. See if you can press up with your thumb and feel the tonfa go like on your forearm. The tonfa is gonna go like press, press, press. Okay, make it do that. Let's do 10 of those. Ready? Each, ni, som, chi. We do both hands. Go, rook, sich, hatch, ku, ju. Good. Okay. Now ready? Pull back, close. If you want to do one to focus on one, you could do one. If you want to do two to focus on two, you could do two. I'm going to do two. Okay? Pull back, roll forward. We're not doing a big strike. We're learning how to control the tonfa. Pull back, roll forward. Pull back, roll forward. Pull back, roll forward, pull, pull. And try to get that when you're done, when your hand is closed tight, try to have there be one line from the tonfa to your elbow, okay? So when you're in the right spot, your hands closed, the tonfa will be an extension, okay? And that's true with any weapon that you have, any weapon. And when you're, just like when you do bow, when you're fully closed, your hand should look like a good punching position, okay, when your hand is fully closed. Okay, so now let's add the punch. Let's take the punch, a pull, and a sweep through. Punch, pull, strike. Actually, let's not do the sweep through yet. Let's just really be incremental, but little pieces at a time, ready? So punch, pull, strike. Punch, pull, strike. Punch, pull, strike. Punch, pull. Each, ni, som, chi. Ah, don't hit yourself. Go. Rook. Don't try to spin it all the way down, Patrick. You're going like this. You're going, and you're going all the way down. I want you to do the punch. Do the punch with me. I want you to pull it back behind your shoulder and then freeze right there. Ooh, yeah, like that, like that, like that, like that. Good, 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 good. Okay, and it's probably so much easier on your dominant side than on your non-dominant side. Okay, each, freeze, knee, pull, freeze, som, chi, go, rook, good, sich, hatch, ku, ju. Yes. Okay, now give your brains a little break. We're gonna go around, 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 around once, around once, around once. So good. You're gonna go out to in, out to in, out to in. Around once. There you go. And then Zachary, when you bring your arms out like this, you answer by hands out like this, does my tonfa end up parallel to the ground? No, it's a lot easier when you're straight up and down, when your arms are in and the tonfa reaches out to do the twirl and then comes back in, okay? But you want your elbows in and down. Seems like you might not want to because it's like gonna hit you. And every tonfa educates you in how it hits you. Whoops. All right, now try the other direction. Single, single, single. I had a really funny, all of you guys know Sifu Banks, right? We had a funny conversation with Sifu one time because in Wushu, they do lots of different weapons. And so Jordan was learning Gim, which is like a Tai Chi sword. And Jesse was learning spear. Senpai Nick was learning 3-section staff. I was learning fan. And Sensei Dominic was learning double saber. And so the whole conversation was about, while you're learning that particular weapon, what types of injuries do you get? So like with the 3-section staff, Nick would always whack his shins. And with the fan, I was getting cuts on my hand from the metal pieces on your hand. And so everybody had their own injuries that they were getting. Okay, so now out and in. So circle in one direction, circle the other way. Circle, 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 circle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, as you do the best you can, as you're working with one, don't let the other one be lazy. Okay, so as you're working with one, try to get to the point where you're doing a good pullback position on the other one, right? It's a lot to do in the beginning for sure, I get it. There you go, nice Patrick. You guys are getting it. Nice. Okay, what's the #1 skill you need to know from today? What's the #1 skill? What's the #1 skill with Tonfa all the time? I'm asking. I'm not saying put your Tonfas down. I'm asking you, what's the #1 skill you need to know all the time? Where? Nope. So think about, what's the pullback position? What's the pullback position for Tonfa? Pullback position for Tonfa is here, right? And the #1 thing you need to learn, if you get nothing else, the #1 thing you'll need to learn is how to get the Tonfa to rest on your forearm. Okay? So even when we do these circles, it comes back to the forearm. Circle, circle, back to the forearm. And we can make it, let's make it its own step right now. Okay? Out, out, back on the forearm. Out, out, back on the forearm. Out, out, back on the forearm. 1, 2, squeeze. 1, 2, squeeze. 1, 2, squeeze. Each. Ne. Som. Chi. Go. Rook. Seach. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Okay, good. All right, now swipe across, pull back. Swipe across, pull back. Each. Knee. So pull, swipe, retract, pull back. Pull, swipe, retract, pull back. And retract means get it back to its home base, okay? Pull, swipe, retract. Pull, swipe, retract. Each. Knee. Som. Chi. Go. There you go. Rook. Seach. Back to home base. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Let's do it with a punch and a step. Okay? Ready? Punch, pull, swipe, back. Punch, pull, swipe, back. Each. Knee. Som. Chi. Go. Rook. Seach. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Each. knee. Som. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Okay. Hatch. Ku. Ju. Us. Good. Okay. Now, I'm just going to grab my bow because I want you guys to see that in weapons, a lot of things sort of repeat, okay? And so there are certain ideas that come back around, and one of the things that happens is this figure eight. The idea of the figure eight, and in Wushu they call it flowering, okay? And it's gonna happen in a lot of different types of weapons. It can go forward, it can go backward, you can switch your hands in between, you know, lots of different things. But what I want for you to see is I want you to watch this one tip. Okay, so this one tip is gonna go on this side and make a circle, and then it's gonna come back and make a circle over here, okay? And now we're gonna do the same thing with your tonfas. And part of the reason I bring that up is you may have done that, right? We may have done some figure eights with your bows. So now we're gonna take just your right or your left side, doesn't matter which. What is it? What is the guard position for Tonfa? Who's asking that? El Sharko. You know, I would say that there's really, I mean, a guard position would be a guard position, but you don't find it necessarily in the Tonfa Kata because the Tonfas always have a job. Either one is working or the other one is pulled back. So that's probably the first time I've ever even thought of a guard position for Tonfa, but it would, you know, it would be, if you're sparring with Tonfas, right? I don't know if you guys noticed, but Caleb asked, what's guard position for Tonfa, right? So if you were sparring with somebody, you would kind of have this ready position, you know, for using the Tonfa. So I would say wherever your tonfas need to be compared to where your partner is, right? Does that make sense to you? Okay, but probably not as high up as like a regular guard position because it's not effective, okay? What are you doing? We're not doing that right now. Put it away. Put it away. Do nunchucks on your own time, friend. We're doing tonfa. Oh, were you doing figure eights? Did I just yell at you because you're doing figure eights with a different weapon? Okay. All right. Where'd he go? You're killing me. All right. Punch, pull, figure eight. Let's just work on one side. Punch, pull. Zachary, I apologize for yelling at you for doing a figure eight with a different weapon. I get the connection now. I wasn't making the connection. I get it now. All right, punch. There you go. Okay, just slow down a little, buddy. Just slow down. Okay, you're gonna smack yourself. It's gonna hurt a lot. All right, figure eight. Punch, pull, figure eight. Punch, pull, figure eight. Now, as best you can, right? Get your tonfa. Try to keep it in control. All right. Just alternate. Figure eight, boom, punch, pull, figure eight. No, you can't get your bow. There's too much stuff in your house to get in the way. Punch, pull, figure eight, punch, pull, figure eight. Just all I wanted you to see was that the bow, that the one tip makes a circle on one side, makes a circle on the other side, okay? Punch, pull, go across your body, make a circle on the same side. I always think of it like if I was in a classroom and there was a chalkboard on each side of me, and I had chalk on the end of my weapon, I would go to the chalkboard over there and draw most of a circle, and I'd come on the chalkboard over here and draw a circle. That's kind of how I think of the figure eights. So just draw a circle on each side. Doesn't really matter which kind of weapon you have. Okay, circle, pull. Nice job, you guys. Really nice. Okay. Now let's add. We're going to add our over and backs. Over and back. Let's just do that first. So cross and back, cross and back. And I think if Bob was here, this could be like a strike 'em, you know, strike the middle, cross and back. Okay, so is that obvious? It comes across and back. And I remember when I was first learning Tonfa, I think that like some of you are having trouble with that pullback hand, okay? So if this is the pullback, this little motion I think is hard in the beginning. So when I first started doing Tonfa, when I did my across, I would come across this way and back, and I would come across this way and back, because I wasn't able to get my arm to lift high enough to go under, okay? The proper way to do this is to go across and go under your weapon. But an acceptable way to learn, because I know that's what I did, an acceptable way to learn is to come across a little higher, because it doesn't require you to lift that arm up to get that under there. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense? So you can choose. Try to get that tonfa back under your forearms. Try to get back under there. Good. Okay. So now let's add some things together. Ready? Punch, pull back, figure eight, pull, cross, pull. Step, punch, pull back, figure eight, pull, cross, pull back. Punch, pull back, figure eight, freeze. Think about what's going on with your second hand. The tonfa should be pulled back and underneath your forearm. Thank you. Figure eight, pull, cross, pull. Punch, pull back, figure eight, pull, cross, pull. Punch, pull back, figure eight, pull, cross, pull. Punch, pull back, figure eight, pull, cross, pull. Okay, good. Let's drive a little bit with that. We'll do 10 of those, alternating sides. Ready? Punch each. Knee. Get your stances set. This is not a time to lose your basic techniques. So. Oh, nice job, Myra. You almost had it. You missed the very last strike, okay? You missed the very last strike. Let me show you on Bob. All right. So you did a really good job on 1, 2, and then you kind of missed number 3, okay? So 1, 2, 3, pull, pull, pull. Does that make sense? Okay, so hit them 3 times. Hit them 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yes, beautiful. Each. Knee. Song. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Patch. Coup. Jew. Okay, good. So before we move on, okay, cool. All right, so let's do a little piece. Let's do the very, very first part of the Tonfa Kata, okay? And so when you bow, you'll be in Furudashi, and you'll bring your left leg in, and you'll bow, and then you're going to cross the tonfas in front, and cross the tonfas as you step out, okay? Ready? Hands, feet together. Bow, open, close. Pull back, lift the right foot, dive in, step out to the side, archer's block. Look, step out to the side, archer's block. Look straight ahead. 1, 2, 3. Pull back, figure 8. Pull, cross, pull. Take a step, punch, retract, figure 8, pull, cross, pull. Step forward right, X in front, open, hug, down, double strike, pull back, rising block punch, look, rising block punch, look, rising block, punch, 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 pull, strike. Okay, I'm gonna do it sideways also so you can see a little bit differently. I don't know if it's better or different or whatever. It's different. There we go. All right, Furudashi. Hands feet together. Bow. Step out left, open and close. Lift the right foot. Dive in. Step out to the right, look left, archer's block. Look to the right, switch your stance, archer's block. Look straight ahead, right, left, right punches, pull back, figure 8, pull, cross, pull. Step, punch left, retract, figure 8, pull, cross, pull. Step forward right, X, open, hug, down, double strike, pull back, look, rising block, punch, look, rising block, punch to the right side, look straight ahead, rising block, punch, 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 pull, strike. Okay, now, I'm gonna see if I can do it facing you. I'll see if I can do it backwards. We'll find out. Okay, ready? Hands feet together, left leg in, bow, open and close. Lift the right leg, dive in. Step out, switch. Look forward, 1, 1, 2, 3, pull, figure 8. I'm doing it opposite. Pull, cross, pull. Step left, punch. Figure 8, pull, cross, pull. Step in, X, open, hug, down, double strike, pull back, look to the left, rising block, punch, look to the right, rising block, punch, look straight ahead, rising block, punch, 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 pull, strike. Okay. Woohoo, I did it opposite. Cool. All right. If you know the bow kata, you could do the bow kata on your Eagle 50. Okay? If you know the bow kata. So let's think about this. This skill set isn't too bad. What if, because you need tonfa from green to brown. would it sound like a fair trade if we did this section plus the next section up to my favorite part? We'll go up to this part, and you could do an ego 50, that part for your blue belt to green belt, ego 50. Does that sound fair? It's not going to be the whole kata. It'll be like half of the kata, right? Because you go up and down like 4.5 times. So it'll be up and down 2.5 times. And then we can count that for you guys from blue belt to green belt. Does that sound fair to you? That seems super fair to me. It seems super fair to me. Okay? Okay, cool. Alrighty. And so we're halfway there. How do you guys feel about this section? Do you want to do more or stay? You say more, you say stay. A bunch of people say stay. Zachary, I love your energy. Put the quality into the basic moves and get your pullback hand here. And by the time you do that, we'll be ready to move on. It's not that we won't move on in the next 15 minutes, but we are gonna let's do that section at least 3 more times, just that section, okay? And then maybe we'll add to it if we feel like it. Okay, now, do you guys want me to face 1 away, 2 to the side, or 3 facing you? 1 or 2 or 3? 2 and 3, 2. Okay, so I'll go between, I can't see, oh, Kellen, do yours again. Show me yours. 2 to the side. Okay, I have a bunch to the sides and 1 to the front. So I'll do 2 to the side and then to the front, okay? We're gonna start on the side, Myra, okay. Furudashi. Okay, hands feet together. Bow, step out left, open. Pull back, right foot on your left knee. Pull back, dive in, double strike. Step out to the right, block. Step out to the left, archer's block. Step forward right, punch, punch, punch. Pull back, figure 8. Pull, pull, pull. Step forward left, pull back, figure 8, strike, pull, pull, pull. Step forward, X, open, hug, down, double strike, pull back. Rising block left, rising block right, rising block left, punch, 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 pull, strike. Okay, let's do that again. Zachary, you were on the wrong side, friend, okay? So make sure that we're doing the correct right side, left side. Okay, so just try to listen. You were doing the correct moves, but you were just on the wrong side when we were doing the figure 8s, okay? All right, Furudashi. Oops. Hands feet together. Bow, open, step out left. Pull back, dive in right. Step out to the side, archer's block. So my right hand is an archer's block. You're on the wrong side. Switch, switch, switch. Right hand, there we go. Now switch left hand after. There we go. Step forward right, punch, punch, punch. Retract right, figure 8 with the right. Pull, cross, pull. Step in, punch left. Pull back, figure 8 with the left. Pull, pull, pull. Step forward right, X, open, hug, down, double strike, pull back. Look to the left corner, rising block, punch. Look to the right corner, rising block, punch. Look straight ahead, rising block, punch, 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 pull, strike. Okay. Let's do it. I'm going to do it one time facing you guys. Okay. So I'm going to do it mirror image. So don't flip it around in your head. If I'm doing this side, that means you do left side. Okay. So Furudashi. Step in with your right foot. Your left foot. Bow. and open. Pull back, right foot to your left knee, dive in. Step out to the right, out to the left. Step forward right, punch, punch, punch. Pull back, figure eight with your right hand. Pull, cross, pull. Step, punch, pull back, figure eight with your left. Punch, step, X, open, hug, down, double strike. Your right foot should be in front right now. Pull back, look to the left, rising block left. Other side, Myra. Other side, like a mirror to me. There we go. Punch right, look, rising block right, punch left, look ahead, rising block, punch, 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 pull, strike. Okay, now, let's do that one more time, and I think I'm going to do it from the side because I think facing you is confusing to some of you. Would you agree with that? Okay, all right, I'm going to do it from the side, and then we're going to add, but let's get ready to add the next piece, okay? So take your right hand, and you're going to do a strike over the top like that. And then you're going to bring it to your shoulder, and you're going to look over your shoulder and step around and down block with it. And then flip, flip up to your shoulder. And then you do a figure eight from there, but it has an extra part to it because it comes from the top. Okay, it doesn't start on the bottom, it goes from the top. Okay, so we're gonna do I'm gonna do it sideways. We're gonna do a strike with the right, that's our last thing. Bring your right hand to your shoulder. Turn so your right foot goes in front again. Down block right. Flip, flip to the shoulder. Don't hit yourself in the head. Figure eight, 2, 3, 4. Pull, pull, pull. And then we're going to do a punch and a figure eight. Pull, pull, pull. Okay? So we're going to add that little section. Oh, my feet are freezing. Woohoo. It is finally 60 degrees in here. All right, Furudashi. Here we go. Hand. Then next week, I'm going to wear the bands. I'm going to wear a band next week, and I sent you guys all bands. I want you to wear them next week so that we can do a better job matching sides, okay? All right, so Furudashi. Hands feet together. Bow. Open, close. Pull back, dive in, out to the side, out to the side. Step forward right, punch, 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 pull, figure eight. Pull, cross, pull. Step, punch, retract, figure eight, pull, cross, pull. Step, X, open, hug, down, double strike, pull back, rising block left, punch, look, rising block right, punch, look, rising block, punch, 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 pull, strike. Bring that to your shoulder, step across, down block, pull back, figure eight, pull, cross, pull, step, punch, figure eight, pull, cross, pull. I think I did the legs wrong when I was showing you the other way, because you, it's easier actually, because when you do the strike, your arm is reverse. So I showed you the arms, the legs wrong, but I knew that the right leg came in front. So shouldn't matter because you're already going to be in the kata in the right place. So we'll be all right. Okay. Furudashi. Hands, feet together. We're going to do this one more time to that point, and then we're going to do something different. We're going to give our brains a little break, okay, before you go to school. Okay, bow. Open, close, pull, dive in, out to the side, out to the side. Punch, right, left, right, pull back, figure eight, pull, cross, pull. step, punch, retract, figure eight. Don't lose your stances, please. Pull, cross, pull, step, X, open, hug, down, turn, double strike, pull back, rising block, punch, look, rising block, punch, look, rising block, punch, 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 pull, strike. To your shoulder, step across, down block, pull to your shoulder, figure eight, pull, 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 step, punch, retract, figure eight, pull, pull, pull. All right, good. Put your tonfas away. Put your tonfas away. Okay, now, you know how in the dojo we do jump and duck, all right? You guys we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna use this, okay? Instead of swinging it, what I found is that if I put it down here, you know to jump, and if I put it up here, you know to duck, okay? So you ready? Ready? Stand up, please. You don't need a noodle. Ready? Okay, jump, 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 duck, jump, duck, 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 jump, 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 duck, 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 jump, jump, duck, 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 jump, duck, jump, duck, jump, 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 duck, duck, jump, jump, duck, duck, goose, jump, duck, jump, 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 duck, 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 jump, duck, jump, duck, jump, duck. All right, good job, you guys. All right. Hands and feet together. You guys did an amazing job today. Bow, fudarashi, arigato. Have a fantastic day.